Today is my dog's 15th birthday. We will do a separate video. My dog has been an amazing help for me. And I would like to talk about a very important issue that in Israel is even more, it's clear how society does not treat crime the same way. So in Israel, it's even more apparent. Israel is definitely not the only society who does it by far, but we have side by side in the newspaper today two stories. One of them is a man who murdered his wife in front of his children. She was 31. Let's name her because it's very important to name the woman. Mastavul, 31-year-old. So the story was there was a history of violence. The judge let him go because he didn't have a criminal background. He had acted in violence against the woman. She was in a shelter, but she left it. It's very typical for women to have a big, difficult. She was not different than other women in this situation. She really needed support not to go back to him. He was released from prison. He went back and he murdered her. He stabbed her, brutally stabbed her in front of the children in the building where they were living. There were signs he was already in prison for extreme violence. And because he admitted it, the judge gave him minimum sentence. At the same time, a 60-year-old woman was attacked by a terrorist, a 19-year-old terrorist. She was standing in a bus station, and a terrorist attacked her. And he was shot by a person who saw it. She's not in a critical situation right now, condition. It's look at the difference. Let's look at the difference. She was stabbed. The minute I heard a woman was stabbed in her apartment, I already knew that's it. It's the husband or the boyfriend. It's always the husband or the boyfriend. Always. Almost always. And it's always jealousy. And most of the time there's like nothing. It's just a personality problem of a certain type of men that shouldn't be with women. Don't get married. Don't have children. Don't marry women. You know what? Leave them alone. You have a problem. Stay away. Go. Leave. Go. Just leave. But of course they don't leave. There's this attraction to find their victim. So yes, domestic violence is a crime, but it's not treated like a crime. You get minimum sentence. They allow you to go. There's no protection for the women. She shouldn't have left the shelter. That's right. But I can imagine that if she had several children, you cannot stay in a shelter. I can tell you that. The shelters are very limited. And the women are placed in a little cage and the husband is allowed to roam and do whatever he wants. She probably, the best solution would have been to sort of keep her and just change the address and somehow protect her identity. I don't know, but definitely put him in prison, not let him out of prison until he's undergone. He didn't undergo therapy. He didn't undergo anything. I don't know. I would give him medication just to make him so sedate that he wouldn't be able to lift a fly, that he would be so tired all the time. Just keep him under medication. That would be the best thing.